Hello, my name is Joe Facenda. I am a realtor with Remax Gateway in Northern Virginia, and I've been a realtor here for over 30 years. In the last few years, I've made working with inherited property a specialty of mine. And in fact, I've written a book on inherited property called When Parents Are Gone, What's Next with the House? And it is available on Amazon. In this section of videos, we are talking about who signs paperwork if you're renting or selling the property, and when can you act on your plans on the property. The answer to that question depends upon how you inherited the property. In this particular video, we will be talking about who signs and when you can act if you have inherited the property through a trust. In this situation, the answer to the questions are relatively straightforward compared to if there was a will involved, if there are heirs involved, and such. So the first thing to check out if you have received a property through a trust is to make sure you actually received the property through a trust. And what I mean is that when a trust is created, it needs to be funded. The property needs to go into the trust. And you can check the county tax records, and it will most likely say it's owned by such and such trust. That means it is in the trust. I've seen many situations where an individual had a trust over here and they put some stuff in it, but they didn't put the property in the trust. So then the property would not convey via a trust, but would convey via a will if they had a will, or it would convey to heirs if they had neither a will nor a trust. Okay, assuming the property is in the trust, this is a very easy way to transfer property. Now, in every other scenario, when a person passes, ownership will pass to whoever's inheriting the property. In a trust situation, there's no change of ownership. Before the person passed, the trust owned the property. After the person has passed, the trust still owns the property. What has changed is who can administer the trust. Who originally it was the homeowner who was managing the trust or in charge of the trust. And when they pass, there are successor trustees or trustees identified in the trust. And now that person goes into the role of administering the trust and following the wishes of the trust. That is not a public record. Nobody needs to go to the courthouse to change anything because the trust owned the property before. The trust still owns the property. So the answer to the question as to who signs, it would be the successor trustee or trustees. And when can they act? Immediately. The trust can sell the property as soon as they want, rent the property, do whatever else they want to do with the property. No need to go to probate. You may need to go to probate for other matters concerning the estate, but not with regards to the real estate in the estate that's also in the trust. Now, the trust may say that upon the original trustee's death, that the property will go to these people, to a charity, wherever the deceased wanted it to go. Absent of those specific instructions, the successor trustees can do whatever they want with the property. But they are charged with following the trust. So if the trust says the property, this is what will be done with the property, that's what they need to do in the time frame that is stated in the trust. Hope that's helpful for you. You may want to check out other videos in this section here about concerning who can sign and when you can act if the property is inherited via will. If there's neither a will nor a trust and you inherit the property as an heir, when can you act in that situation? And also there's a video on inheriting a property via a transfer on death deed, which is a relatively new concept. But I would suggest if those scenarios are not relevant to your situation, that you move to the video talking about the things you should do early in the process to prevent future legal problems that could delay actions that you want to take on the property. And also, there may be a potential tax situation arising. Depending upon what you do with the property, there may be a future tax situation that is best to act upon a little bit, do certain things a little bit earlier in the process. Wherever you go, I'll see you there, and we'll continue the conversation. Thank you so much for watching.